Hey guys, thanks for joining. And today I came with something very exciting. Actually, we've been cooking this at InfoX for almost more than 3 months, and finally it's ready, and we are releasing it today in a better version. So it has something to do with the skills. Skills are basically, they were introduced by Anthropic about 6 months ago. They've been extremely popular, especially with the agentic workloads. So what exactly is a skill? Skill is a markdown file. It's a text-based file. So where you put your expert knowledge or any instructions for the agent to tell how to behave, what exactly to do. So traditionally how it is done is you download a skill from the GitHub or any of the websites the skills are hosted, and then you host them on locally. But there are three problems with that. So what is happening here is, if you see, here's the three problems. Are basically cost wise, there's one problem, and the performance and the security. So when you were mostly traditionally when you're using this skill, so you're using the flagship model, like a premium model for the, especially if you're using the Claude core, right? You're using a cloud level model for every task, whether it is a deep research or just searching for email. So, but you don't really actually need a premium model for most of these tasks. Okay, you can just get away with it, like a 35 billion parameter open source model, right? So but in this case you're using the same model, and then that's how you token max, and then it becomes so expensive. And the second thing is the context problem. So every skill load that you do, and it's loaded into the same shared context window. So that's how, and what happens is very soon you lose the context, because the context is being eaten away by the same model, by the model, because it's using only one model. So that is a problem. And the third one is it's the most important one, is the security problem. The security problem is because when you're downloading this file from the GitHub or the internet, you don't know what exactly is in the file. For example, NVIDIA just reported that about 22% of the skills online have the most have the security vulnerability, basically. So but the most of the times you don't even need it, and then but it has the markdown file has access to the entire system, so it's extremely dangerous. So even one bad skill can just ruin everything. So that is the reason today we are announcing the new AI primitive. So that is called a skill function here. So the skill functions these are callable skills. Basically, it's very simple. Just like you call a model, you call a skill as well. So it works like a middleware between your agent and your expert output. And then you will never see what's in the context, and you will never have to worry about that. About the security. So they're cost efficient because we use open source models, very small models, so for the right task, for the right skill, the right model for the right task. That's the goal here. And it's secured extremely because everything is hosted on cloud. You don't even need to worry about it. Only you're just calling the skill. And the context wise, so far what we have seen is you only call one skill, right? But in our case, the skill is called other skills as well. This is very extremely important. It's not just one skill, just using one skill. It's multiple skills in the action. I will show you how exactly it works. And let's go to my it's not this one actually. Oops, excuse me. So this is our dashboard here, and we have already downloaded multiple skills here. You can see here it's an ad skill, it's a caveman skills are very popular. There are some FDA related skills as well, so I just downloaded them for testing purposes. And there's a copywriting skill, doc skill, and multiple here. So what happens is, so to put simply, let's call it social skill, and then I'll show you in our own playground how it works. Make me social content for a SaaS product. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to call the skill, and then it's going to give us the output. So let's say, so it called this call, you can see that by default it's calling the social skill, and then it's still consulting it 5 seconds after, and then we already have the output here. That's how fast it is. Boom, just like that. See, so that's how beautiful. And now I want to show you in the open code actually. So I've already configured everything, the MCP server and everything. So it already has all our skills available. And let's list all the skills. And then you will see all the skills that I subscribe to. You can see here, so marketing and growth skills, visual design skills, some other random skills, and you can say all together you get 32 MCP skills basically. So now I want to show you how the calling the multiple skills work. So let's say I need a pricing, ad, and marketing plan for a coffee shop. Let's see what it does. And so now it's invoking all the skills. So it's asking actually casual cafe, what kind of it is. So let's just casual cafe, target customer. It's okay, families, university area, that's fine, and just confirm it. When it's not sure, so it's basically it's taking more context, so it knows what exactly to design, right? So now let's see what happens in the background. So actually, depending on the agent orchestration tool that you use, whether it's open code or cloud code or PyCode, they actually show the process in the foreground, but open code actually doesn't show what exactly is happening in the background, but you can be guaranteed that it's actually working in the background. But you can also go back to the logs and look at what is happening. We don't know if we have access to that right here, but yes, you can also go back to the logs and see what is happening. Boom, just like that. See, it gave the entire plan. Also, the output also depends on the tool that you're using as well. I mean, whether it is open code, cloud code, or PyCode. And now we have all the information we need. And now let's ask actually, what tools did you use actually? What tools did you use, and how did they provide info? See, you can see that they use 3 different skills for the marketing plan, pricing plan, and the ads plan, and it can even tell you how they work together. That's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, so now you're seeing how the single skill works, or the multiple skills. I want to take you back to the dashboard again to show you how you can also create your own skill. So it's pretty simple. So you go to you just go to inforex.net and then go to the console, and then from there you click on skills, and let me see, excuse me. Yes, and this is create a skill. So there are 4 ways you can create a skill here. So one is you can create from scratch. So you just give it a skill name and give a description and choose your model. So right now we have 35B and 35B, and we have a quinquoter model as well, and boom, and then just give it a skill data and just create a skill right here. So that's as easy as that. And then there's another way you can actually import your existing skill as well. So if you have a downloaded file, or you can also git clone the skills available as well. So let me show you. I should have some skills. Yes, I do. For example, yeah, it's plenty of skills and Anthropic skills actually. Let's choose and let's click upload. Boom, and it automatically filling up the skill name and the description. All you need to do is just choose the model and create skill. This is it, all the algorithm on code. So once it is there, you just click subscribe, and then it will be available in your MCP server on any open code. Also, this is the configuration how to use the skill through MCP. You can also see here how is it working. Excuse me, one sec. Yeah, so basically just take the MCP URL and the API key. It's pretty straightforward. So there's another way to create a skill as well. So it's actually very important, where you can club multiple skills together. So when you give a prompt, it will ask that orchestrator skill, and then it will route the right skill. So for example, here in this case, create an orchestrator skill and select sub skills, and then you can add multiple skills like ads and content strategy and copywriting and the pricing strategy. So when you club them together, it becomes a master orchestrator tool skill, and then just click generate metadata, and boom, you have the description. You just choose the model, and then you also have the skill data here. Actually, it should also load the name as well, but in this case it didn't. It's probably a bug. Let's just call it marketing plan orchestrator. Actually, that's much easier. And then you just create a skill here, boom. And then which one is that? Let's find it. There it is. So marketing plan orchestrator, and you just subscribe. Done. And then let's go back to the marketing plan orchestrator right here. So how it works is, since we clubbed multiple tools in this, so let's give it, okay, I need a content strategy, excuse me, ads plan for a SaaS product. Let's see what it does. So basically, initially it's calling the orchestrator model, and then it's deciding which tool to use. So now you can see it decided to use the content strategy skill, and as well as the ads skill, and then you can even see when it exactly invoked, and boom, you have the output just like that. It's amazing actually, so how easy it is, and how you don't even have to worry about security, and it's extremely cheaper comparatively, and also security wise, everything happens locally, I mean on the cloud, I mean to say, and then you don't even have to touch anything. So all you have to do is, if you have a favorite skill, just go ahead and just create, and then boom, you're ready to use. So yes, that's how it works. And please head to inforex.net, and once you log in with your either Gmail or a GitHub, you can just go to the console and you will see the skill here, and then you can go from there. All right, thank you.